The PS4 Pro and Xbox One X are iterative consoles. They aren't based on new architecture, which is why they're not called the PS5 and Xbox 2. Instead, they exist to sit next to the PS4 and Xbox One. Are they any good? Should you consider them if you already own a PS4 and Xbox One? We tell you. Released a year ago, the PS4 Pro sports an all-matte finish, unlike the original PS4's glossy and matte hybrid. There's a USB port on the back that the PS4 Slim does not have. And there's an unassuming, understated feel despite looking like a PS4 Slim glued to an original PS4. We found ourselves warming up to its looks. The Xbox One X, on the other hand, is simply a black Xbox One S, which isn't a bad thing. From the input-output options at the back to the buttons up front, it looks downright plain next to the PS4 Pro. In terms of build quality and industrial design, you can't go wrong with either in your entertainment system, as it simply boils down to personal preference. The internals tell a different story, with the Xbox One X having a new cooling system, 12 gigs of RAM, a 2.3 GHz AMD Jaguar processor, and a 1TB hard drive that has around 780 gigs of usable space. The PS4 Pro, on the other hand, has a similar processor and hard drive, 8 gigs of RAM, and 4.2 teraflops of computing power versus the Xbox One X's 6 teraflops. You can use an external hard drive on both, and in the Pro's case, you can even replace the internal hard drive too. Firing up a host of games and the results are a lot more divisive thanks to the Xbox One X's better specs. Some games, like Final Fantasy XV, show the Xbox One X performing better, holding a steady frame rate and better effects in a host of sequences. Unlike the PS4 Pro version, that suffers from frame pacing, there's nothing of that sort on the Xbox One X. Moving on to Assassin's Creed Origins, the Xbox One X exhibited gorgeous detail at 4K with HDR and looked sharper than the PS4 Pro version. It didn't have the fluid 60 FPS that can be achieved on PC, but it looked great regardless. Other games like Mafia 3 were a treat to see on the Xbox One X, sporting clear visuals and an improved frame rate that made it enjoyable to play. However, the gains weren't as apparent in other titles like Ghost Recon Wildlands, Skyrim, and Fallout 4. They looked a tad better on the Xbox One X versus the PS4 Pro, but not that much to warrant the premium on the console. Keep in mind that this is the case on both a 4K HDR TV and one at 1080p. The benefits of a sharper 4K resolution translated well even on a full HD screen in titles like Rise of the Tomb Raider and Shadow of War on the Xbox One X. In this regard, HDR is a bigger incentive to upgrade, with games like Star Wars Battlefront 2 and Assassin's Creed Origins taking full advantage of it. Of course, this varies from game to game, though those that have implemented HDR seem to have done a good enough job to justify splurging for a 4K HDR TV. In both cases, the Xbox One X provides better image quality, but then again it's marginal, with the real gains being in frame rate that are a lot more stable. So which one should you buy? Well, if you already own a PS4 and Xbox One, we wouldn't recommend either unless you're sensitive about having better frame rate, which seems to be a hit or miss depending on the game you're playing. If you're just jumping in and don't own a PS4 or an Xbox One, it depends what you can get your hands on. Internationally, both PS4 Pro and Xbox One X are easy to get. In India though, they aren't available officially, which means you'll have to import it or buy it via the grey market. Yes, this applies to the PS4 Pro as well, which did have an official release, but no stocks have come in since February. If you're looking to play PS4 exclusives like Horizon Zero Dawn, Uncharted The Lost Legacy, and the upcoming God of War, stick to the PS4 Pro. But if third-party titles like Assassin's Creed Origins and Rise of the Tomb Raider are what you want to play, get the Xbox One X. For all things gaming, you're already in the right place. Stay tuned to Gadgets360.com for more.